say first and foremost today, I love America. And this coming Sunday, my family and I are going to go to church in the morning, and in the afternoon and evening, we're going to gather together around some good food, and we are going to celebrate the 245th birthday of the greatest nation on the face of the earth. We're celebrating a country that is still the greatest nation in the world. Our nation is still all about the hope for liberty and justice and for the pursuit of happiness, not only for the citizens of the United States, but we want that for every person in the world to be able to know that. Our democracy is one of the most amazing things there is in the history of the world. And we need to celebrate that very fact. What other country in the world do you know that there are countless of thousands of people lined up on their border wanting to come into our country? That's amazing. They're wanting to come into our country because they know the United States of America is still the country where you can come with a dream and realize that dream. A country of great freedom and hope, prosperity and safety for your family. President Ronald Reagan called us that shining city on a hill. We are still the world's greatest champion of freedom. And I still believe that we have more things right about our country, right and good, than we have that are wrong and bad. I believe that we need to be more positive when we're talking about our country and celebrating the really good things about this nation. I think about when there's a disaster in the world. You know, the first nation that usually responds with the most aid and help? United States of America. If there's a disaster in our own country, it's amazing how people will go to that disaster and they will help out, helping their fellow citizens to recover from whatever it might be, a flood or a hurricane, a snowstorm. I just heard on the radio this morning that there was a fire alongside some highway, and it was a brush fire, and the people who were there got out and extinguished the fire with their water bottles, and they put it out. That's America. That's what America's all about. And I believe, as I said, that we need to be speaking more positive things than negative things about our nation. We have more promise for a great tomorrow than a depressing future. And why do I believe that? Well, it all goes back to the preamble of our Constitution, which starts out, "We the people." I believe that as citizens of this amazing country, we sometimes forget the significant role that we play in making this nation great. It's not about the government, it's about the people. The people are the ones who make up this great nation, and the government is there to serve us. And we have got to continue to remember that. One of the great things that we have about our country is this awesome gift of freedom of speech. That means I have a voice to express my thoughts and opinions, knowing that the police aren't going to show up at my door to arrest me and take me away from my home. Now that's a powerful right, and it can be abused, but if it's used correctly, it can have a great influence upon others and a great influence for good. And I believe that we the people need to use our voice in these days to speak positive words and speak positive life back into our fellow citizens about the wonderful country that God has blessed us with, that we get to live in. This is the day to stand up and start talking about the things that are right about us. I want to tell you that first and foremost, I am a Christian American. I believe that as a Christian American, it's my responsibility and honor to pledge allegiance to my country. I always think it's so great when we stand for the flag, and we will, as a group of people, place our hands over our hearts and pledge allegiance to the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Not a few, but all. And in so doing, as we speak that truth and as we stand for the national anthem and we hear the Star-Spangled Banner played for the great joy that we feel. I don't know if you caught it on the internet, the news, but they were showing a hockey game, and before the game began, they had a gal that was going to sing, and she started singing the national anthem, and the crowd joined in. And the crowd sang so loud, they drowned her out. It was so powerful. It was so moving to see Americans standing together, Americans of all colors and all creeds. That was a stirring moment to watch that happen and to realize how proud Americans were to be a part of that great moment. That's what America is all about. The Bible tells us that as citizens of this great country, we are to be subject to the authorities over us because we are a nation of law and order. And we need to respect those who hold those positions of authority over us. We may not always agree with what the people in government have to say, but we still believe that we have a voice in being heard. And we respect those who serve us. We respect our military. And we respect our police officers and our sheriffs and their deputies. And we respect our firefighters and all of those first responders. Those are important people who go in harm's way for us. Man, in America, we have some of the greatest people in law enforcement that you could ever find in the world. Our military is second to none. We need to be thankful for all of these really positive things that are going on. One of the things that we need to make sure that we're doing is that we're being great citizens. God calls us to be excellent in everything that we do. So I believe that in these days of great challenge, that we who call ourselves Christian Americans should stand up and speak words of grace and peace and truth into the lives of our fellow citizens. We need to make sure that we are doing unto others as we would have them do unto us. And so I want to just finish this little patriotic talk this morning and say that I believe that what our beloved country needs, really needs, is a healthy dose of Jesus. I believe that with Jesus' teachings, he could bring our nation totally back together. And I believe that America could once again be known as that shining city on a hill. Jesus said, "You are the light of the world." And as Christian Americans, we need to be a shining light. Jesus comes to bring light, and he comes to bring freedom, total freedom. And if we Christian Americans would stand up for what we really believe, I believe with all of my heart, we could make a significant change in the direction of our country. Well, this Sunday, like I said, I'm going to go to church. And this Sunday at Cowboy Church, I'm inviting you to come. And I'm inviting you to bring your flag. And I'm inviting you to wear your colors. And I'm wanting you to bring your banners, whatever, that talks about the United States of America, and just have a real Christian Patriots time together this coming Sunday at Cowboy Church. We're going to celebrate the 245th birthday of our beloved country. Well, I hope that that's a source of encouragement to you today. I just love standing out here in this alfalfa field and have the John Deere and the Massey Ferguson behind me, and that amazing, beautiful flag, the most beautiful flag in the world. And we celebrate our Western culture heritage. So, I say to you today, God bless you, happy trails, and stay narrow.